This at first opened back in 24. Today, it's an NFC Fransico 49ers. So out come the Cardinals now for their opening drama. It's Kyler Murray.
I still remember being in Indianapolis at the Combine when the result of a bit above 5'10", all doubts went out the window, and rightly so. The Cardinals were 5'10" and won with him last year.
Oh, his first carry, he loses the football. And now this is scooped up by the 49ers. And they are going to set up shop at the 40-yard line. Fumble on the play. Jumbo package to start the drive. On play action, they'll throw. Oh, he's going to air it out right away. Back of the end zone. Could he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete.
That was nice work there defensively to force incompletion. Now, even though this drive started in plus territory, they're still not in field goal range yet. So they can work towards another couple of stops and not allowing that turnover to hurt.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Buda Baker with a 5 yards shy of midfield to the 45-yard line. Murray and the Cardinals with a 1st and 10 at the 45. After the turnover, here's Murray. Caught left side, Hopkins. A gain of 6 there on first.
Well, if you do read man coverage, Brandon, the drag route's a pretty good one to run against it because you're running away from people on it.
2nd and 4 at the 49-yard line.
4 receivers now, 3 to the right, 1 to the left. 2nd down and 4. Murray going to run play action with Drake and look to throw it. And now he's going to use his legs. Murray has it knocked loose, fumble. And now this is scooped up by the 49ers. And they have possession, and they have it at the 38-yard line.
Whenever I see a team turn it over on back-to-back drives, fumbles on their last 2, I know one person's blood pressure who is starting to rise, and that's the head coach.
Absolutely. And when's it going to go down? When they stop fumbling?
When they stop fumbling and after he's assessed the game film, and only if they manage to win the game.
So now 20 yards to go on 2nd down after the sack. Work to be done. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. He was able to pick up 6 yards there, so that leaves him with a 3rd and 13.
Brings up 3rd and 13.
Taking a shot for Samuel. And a throw there going to be incomplete.
Every offense tells you they want to come out and start fast. That's not unusual at all. But this group, they've yet to get much rolling through their first 2 drives. It looks like they're going to have to give up the football again after this one.
Looks like the offense is going to take another shot here. They're going on 4th and 13. And that is caught. He's got his running back downfield. And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. A big pickup there, 20 yards as they convert on 4th. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. San Francisco. Ross Dwelly, 45 yards. And the Niners have taken the early lead. And man, Charles, talk about zinging something in there. Those gloves, they help with one-handed catches, the fun stuff. Any padding for a rocket like that?
One would think so, but I'll guarantee you this. After that throw, his hands will hurt later. Not right now in the moment. He's just feeling good about catching it.
Yeah, a little stinger, but a touchdown. A dangerous return man showing it here. And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30, up to the 33. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And last time, not only the turnover, but that turned into 6 points. Murray fighting, lost the football.
Jordan.
Second time in this game, Charles, the ball has squirted out from his hands. Luckily, his teammate was there to pounce on it.
You're right. Got the lucky bounce, able to retain possession. You know, we often talk about the combine and why do we measure quarterbacks' hands. Is that really a big deal? It's for situations like this. Do you have the hands big enough and strong enough to hold on to the football while being jostled?
5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5.
Third.
From the gun on 3rd down, Murray. He's got his man. It's Williams. Williams loses the football. And now this is scooped up by the 49ers. And the return comes to a halt right at...
What's amazing about it is when we go around and watch practices, how many times do we see them put that sleeve over a football now to make it more slippery and harder?
And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Picked off at the 13.
They'll take over.
First quarter, and now he already has 2 interceptions.
Yeah, he's got to guard against being tentative from this point forward, though. He's got to still make the right reads, make the proper throws. I've seen guys in this league throw 4 interceptions in a game.
And he loses the football a second time. And now this is scooped up by the 49ers. And they'll have great field position here as the ball will be at the 15-yard line.
Well, my friend, this has certainly been a comedy of errors here in the first quarter. Neither side able to really hang on to the ball.
Yeah, now I'm just curious to see which team.
Yeah, and whoever can do that can seize firm control of this game, something they haven't done with the ball so far.
And he'll get 4 there, down to about the 12-yard line.
At the 12-yard line.
It'd be hard to say that a defense wouldn't be ready for a first down run. When you can gain that kind of yardage against a defense that's really kind of geared to stop that play, your confidence has to rise, and now you've actually opened up your playbook. If you want to throw the ball now for play action, you're good to go.
2nd and 6. To the end zone, but it's incomplete. Kendrick Bourne, the intended receiver. 3rd down here.
For Kendrick Bourne.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And here's another intercept. Now the ball comes loose. Covered it. That's a big loss.
A lot of bad news on that play for them, wasn't there? Lost the football, lost a lot of yardage, but I think the good...
And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco. A 9-yard touchdown run. And the 49ers add on to their lead. Great call to hand that one off, and his running back did the rest.
Someone read their keys correctly, and on the defensive side of the ball, they certainly did not, because they really essentially were just going to swarm the quarterback. They kind of guessed themselves out of the play, and guess who benefited? The guy with the football.
Taken about 7 yards deep, and he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And they had the fumble last time that led to a touchdown. That's a no-no. We'll see what they do here this go-around.
A big no-no. Put that in capital letters. Turning it over, the other team takes it down and scores. That can be a deflator for a football team. Now it's up to the offense to get back out on the field and pick things up.
Well, they're out there. We'll see if they can pick those things back up. On 1st down, Drake. And he's going to be stacked up right at the line of scrimmage. Nothing there for him. 2nd down. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10. Out of the gun, here's Murray. Throwing left side here, and it's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Look, all any running back wants is a little bit of room, a little bit of space in order to maneuver. But he also understands how difficult it is for his offensive line up front. So if they give him any space.
Murray has it knocked loose. Fumble.
Murray on the keeper. Fumble on the play.
Much like a running back going through the line, quarterbacks have to be aware of protecting the football as well. He left it exposed that time, wound up having it knocked free, but fortunately, had an alert teammate who was able to get it.
Yeah, boy, this defense again really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
2nd and 10 at the 21-yard line.
Now Murray's going to set up to throw. On the move to his left.
Murray, because we all know he can get it done through the air. Terrific right arm, and nowadays we don't even talk about his height anymore. He's shown that he can see downfield and make throws, but he also possesses wide receiver speed. He can call his own number or scramble and turn it into a big play as well. Kyler Murray, a dual threat at the quarterback position.
Murray now to throw. He'll set up the screen to Drake. And oh my goodness, he loses it again. And now this is scooped up by the 49ers. He's at the 50, 30, past the 20.
Ain't doing nothing.
And he will bring this one back. It's a fumble return for the 49er touchdown. This first half has been a nightmare for that offense. Defense just dominating them.
And when you're picking up the ball, picking up their mistakes, and taking it the other way and putting it in the end zone, that's a defense's dream. They're having that type of a game.
Everything that can go wrong has gone wrong for this offensive unit.
Mitch Wishnowski to kick off for San
So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. Out comes Kenyon Drake in the Arizona offense on track. No points so far.
Maybe it's time to start doing a few different things. Throwing the ball a little bit, maybe featuring other people touching it for a while, and then you get a chance to come back to him when things have changed a little bit. They have to make an adjustment.
Well, still time for him here as we sit in the second quarter. Here's a throw that's taken in out of the backfield, and he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain that time as it's going to leave him with a 3rd and about 3 to go. Running for the shotgun with Drake. And he's going to have the first down, yardage to the 35. They're able to convert with a gain of 4. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. We remind you that coming up at halftime, Jonathan Coachman will be alongside. He'll have highlights and analysis from Orlando of this first half of action. And Murray throwing complete here to Drake. 2nd down. Now you've got to hustle your guys to the line and get them set. Got a man over the middle. It's Williams. Good field. 11 yards there. 1st down. Under pressure here, and down he goes. Sacked back at about the 43-yard line. After the sack on 1st down, Murray. This one complete to Christian Kirk. Touchdown, Cardinals. Christian Kirk, 57 yards. And the Cardinals get a bit closer. The way this one was going, you just got the sense they needed something before half. They've at least got something on the board now. Still trailing, but a good sign.
That takes me back to our preseason tour of NFL camps. You remember we talked with that one coach who said his emphasis this year was scoring in the last 2 minutes of a half, heading into the locker room. This hits it right there. Take that momentum, take that good feeling, and take the locker room, regroup, and start over. They got it here.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. You've got under a minute to go here until halftime. You've got the good-sized lead. No need to do anything crazy.
No, there really is no need.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Buda Baker with a pick. And he will have a first down as they're into field goal range now at the 30.
So first thing that crossed my mind is why didn't they just sit on the lead and take it to the locker room? They're in good good shape.
Absolutely. And from this spot on the field, now you've given the other side a chance for points here going into intermission.
Yeah, you changed the momentum of the game, and it's something you did not need to do.
The Cardinals going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. From the gun, Murray. His throw incomplete. DeAndre Hopkins, the Pro Bowler, the intended receiver. That'll bring up 2nd down.
It's now 2nd and 10.
To throw again, Murray. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Jason Verrett.
Well, from what we've seen thus far, this is not a formula for winning football. When you have more turnovers than points scored, that's a tough way to try and win a game.
Winds up and lets it go for 6. And that's caught inside the 35. And he takes it all the way down to the 32. A big play there just before halftime. And even 40 yards. You sure you're ready for the 3rd quarter? Need to use a bathroom or anything? Cool, let's go. This taken in about 4 yards deep. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17.
Take over 1st and 10.
Mullins and the Niners now with a 1st and 10 at their own 17-yard line. Taking a shot for Samuel. And nearly another interception. They've been around the ball all game.
Intended for Debo.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. And he'll power his way up near the 25. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
That was a good run, and it got to the 2nd level. And what I mean by that is that's where the linebackers usually play. First level being the defensive front, last level being the secondary. But the strong safety position ended up making the tackle. And oftentimes we call them a hybrid. Combination defensive back, combination linebacker. We saw the linebacker make the stop.
Now they go for it on 4th down, but that pass is knocked away and incomplete. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. Then the Cardinals will now take over with excellent field position. Looking for Fitzgerald, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Quan Williams. And he brings it back to right around the 26-yard line. 2nd straight drive now here, Charles, that have ended with an interception.
And I just wonder, because I don't think it's going to rattle him necessarily. I also wonder if it's going to unnerve him a little bit. Does it lead to another one? Or does he find a way to pull it together and become sharp again?
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A big chunk on the ground there, 27 yards. Defense really kept him in check running the football in the first half. Maybe that'll be a spark for him here in half 2.
So 2 words come to mind for me. Resilient, because he has to keep bouncing back after some limiting runs. And how about relentless? Keep going, knowing that you may pop one as he just did there.
And it's complete. In the end zone, touchdown 49ers. Kendrick Bourne, 47 yards. And the forced turnover on defense leads to 6 points. And it was a tight window. He knew he had to rocket that thing in there. He got it done.
And when you're able to complete one like that, your confidence has to just go sky high. You just mentioned it. Tight window, zings it in there despite excellent coverage. Result, touchdown.
And this carries into the end zone. And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. Now, they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, you had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. They'll run on first down. It's Drake. And down to the 36-yard line here.
The ball carrier.
Solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with
2nd and 3. the Niners.
Right back to Drake. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And now this is scooped up by the 49ers. And this one will be brought back to the 22. Obviously, you got to hold on to the football, but I've got to give credit to the defense there. Good job of knocking it free.
Yeah, because a lot of the time we just blame the offensive players for not taking care of it. How about the effort of the defensive players knowing that guys are going to, and if they're good, anticipate the contact coming and try and cover up the football. And they still find ways to knock it free.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete. And he's going to have a Niners first down as he gets us up past the 30 to the 32. It's a first down on a gain of 10. Looking to throw. Escapes the sack. And nearly another interception. They've been around the ball all game. Second and 10 here as we roll along in quarter number 3 from Santa Clara. And he's going to have a Niners first down as good running gets him to about the 44.
First down.
Breakout season Raheem Mostert had in 2019, and now he's got a chance to be the lead back for his team. In fact, he spent time in the offseason bulking up, trying to get stronger to absorb the extra hits and be available for more snaps. He wants to be a guy who carries the ball from game 1 all the way through game 16 in the regular season.
Boy, he ran free there after the catch as that winds up going for 38. On first and 10, it's Mostert. Busting free at the 10. And he takes it inside the 10 to the 8 before he's out of bounds. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1. Again, they'll run it with Mostert. Lots of praise on this drive, obviously. I know you're seeing it. I'm seeing those guys up front, they're getting it done.
Doesn't matter what play is called. They are handling their business at the line of scrimmage and dominating right now on this drive.
And about the 2-yard line, knock it on the door. Give him 4 on the carry there at 2nd and goal. They'll try and run with McKinnon. And this is not going to do it as he stopped at the 2-yard line. Call it no gain that time, and now it's 3rd and goal. They'll try with McKinnon. And across the goal line into the end zone. Touchdown 49ers. Taking it in from 2 yards out. And the 49ers add 6 to their lead. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. A 10-play drive that time. And it's culminated by a 2-yard touchdown run. Here is Wisnowski to boot it away following the touchdown. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And he will be taken down here on the return on what will wind up being the final play of this 3rd quarter. Back now here in Santa Clara. A lot of happy faces in the crowd at this point as their guys have a big lead here to start quarter number 4. Murray now on first down. He gets it into the hands of Larry Fitzgerald. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. It'll be a gain of 10 to start the drive out, and by a few inches, that'll be a first down. Shotgun now from Murray. Sliding out of the pocket. Now he'll pull it down. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And now this is scooped up by the 49ers. And they will take over possession of the football at their 42-yard line.
And with that kind of a deficit, you can't afford to make any kind of mistakes. But it's been pretty symptomatic of what we've seen all game with them, isn't it? Down this big in the fourth quarter.
You'd say an afternoon to forget, absolutely. First and 10, here's Murray, escaping the pressure right. Murray fighting, lost the football. And now this is scooped up by the 49ers. Accelerating, and off he goes.
know what? Why don't you just start
And he will bring this one back. It's a fumble return for the 49er touchdown.
Touchdown, 49ers.
So that is now 2 fumble return touchdowns. You talk about something that's going to drive a head coach crazy.
Without a doubt. But for the defensive guys, once you do it once, you create a frenzy. Everybody wants to get involved, and they got it done a second time.
And you can bet they're preaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. Fielded in the end zone. And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And they weren't on the sidelines for long, but I'll tell you what, I'm glad. Murray has it knocked loose. Fumble. And this is going to be 49er football.
Nick Mullins, sack. A fumble on the play.
And I don't know that that fumble is going to matter a whole lot. You look at the deficit here in the 4th. It doesn't matter. The coach on the sideline still scratching his head.
Yeah, not only scratching his head, but probably writing a note or two about, we're going to address this come practice next week because maybe that's the reason we're down this far. Doesn't matter at this point, but being sloppy throughout the game, not going to help him improve.
Mostert. And he gets halfway home from the 4 down to the 2-yard line.
Well, Brendan, we always know that once you score 1 touchdown,
you win 2.
You're without a doubt. And so far today, he's got 1, but was denied as he tried to get the second one.
Ball carrier.
Well, if this defense can hold him to a field goal here, what a win that would be.
Not just a win on the possession, but psychologically take over the ball game. This started with 1st and goal, so they were in 4-down territory right from the beginning. I say you finish it off and go for the touchdown.
So we were looking at each other up here in the booth when they went for that saying, oh, wow, talk about trying to add insult to injury.
Some teams. I'm going to do it. And they're also the same coaches as a general rule that if someone does it to them, you won't hear people protest out of them. That's just who they are.
Steps away. Murray fighting. Lost the football. And this is going to be 49er football. And some space here. And he will bring this one back. It's a fumble return for the 49er touchdown. So the big fella gets on the scoreboard with a return for a touchdown. Good thing he didn't have to go too far, though.
You know the trainers were very happy about that. Imagine having to go get him in the end zone, escort him to the bench, and give him the oxygen. They were loving the fact that he got in without having to run very far.
To kick off.
So here's the kickoff now as he'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. Taken about 7 yards deep, and he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line.
25-yard line.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And that last possession, really a gut punch. You seemingly had it working. You were in the midst of a very strong drive, then suddenly the fumble. Now Drake loses the football. But this will get out of bounds, so possession will stay the same.
I don't know about you, but I could hear and feel the sigh of relief all the way up here in our booth.
That was palpable. The sideline, the friend there.
No doubt about it. Ball goes over the sideline, able to retain possession.
And now the ball's out. Fumble near midfield. And now this is scooped up by the 49ers. And the return stops just a little bit shy of midfield at the 48-yard line.
We have seen this before, and we know coaches preach about this and work on it all the time. Catch the ball. You know there's going to be some traffic somewhere. They've got to put it away and secure it as they try and get downfield.
The tackle just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Brings up
just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's 49er football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Winds up and lets it go for Samuel. And now here is another interception. Picked off at the 21.
Intercepted by
the interception woes. They just continue to mount. He's thrown 5 picks. At this point, you got to be thinking, is it something between the ears?
I think a confidence hit does occur
once you start getting those numbers up there a little bit. But as you and I both know, it's not always just one guy's fault. Maybe somebody ran a wrong pattern. Maybe some balls were tipped. It could be so many different things. Bottom line, though, it comes back to the guy throwing them.
Back to the air on second down, it's Murray. And his throw is incomplete. The tight end, Max Williams, the intended receiver. And now it's third down.
Third down and 10 yards.
Operating from the gun, Murray. Oh, they've intercepted Murray for the third time. Picked off at the 39. And he will not get all the way home, but he will take this back down to about the 2-yard line. Well, partner, I got to tell you, I'm trying to think of something positive to say for this offense, but I'd have to be a spin doctor for that one. This has been a tough performance to watch.
And I think it's hard at this point to actually identify what's really gone wrong. I guess the catch-all is everything. Doesn't sound like real sharp analysis, but I don't have much else for you.
And the scoreboard just lopsided it. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals.
Well, there's just about a minute left in this game, and they're still taking it into the end zone. And you know they could have taken a knee there, but they decided to play this one all the way out. And I think their philosophy is, we're going to give you everything we've got. If we just go ahead and take a knee now, we're actually showing you disrespect that way, like taking pity on you. They're not about to do that to their opponent.
Here is Wisnowski to boot it away following the touchdown. Taken in the end zone. And it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt to return.
25-yard line.
The football going back over to Arizona now. Let's just be frank. They're playing for pride at this point.
That's all that's left, because victory, not a chance now. And I can't wait to see how they actually go about doing it, because there are a lot of people watching the body language of the guys on the field now, and if they call plays they want executed, they need to do that and do it really well. Otherwise, there could be repercussions.
We'll see how they handle the waning moments of this one. Offense for them has been at a premium. You wonder where plays like that have been all game long.
They're thinking the exact same thing themselves, but they're also looking forward now, because now these plays are really for next week, trying to get some momentum going.
Now the Niners get there and bring him down. And that's the rookie Javon Kinlaw who got in there to bring him down. Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack. Open man is Kirk, complete.
Murray's pass.
They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for third down. They had the catch on second down, but it didn't help at all. And now they're looking at third down here.
Today,
A big offensive victory.